Good evening and welcome to RP Games Dawn of War Dark Crusade. I have a soft spot for this game. I've played it for many, many years. The graphics are old school. Not terribly sharp, but still pretty vivid for the time. This game came out in 2004. Dawn of War came out in 2004, and it did not appreciably change between 2004 and 2008, if I'm not mistaken, during which time it got several expansions. The first was Winter Assault, and then it moved on to Dark Crusade, and then to Soulstorm. Although I do own the first two in the series, I have been unable to create a ISO to bring them all to the new computer. And after mucking about for several hours getting one of my other computer's network drives set up, I discovered my disks are scratched. And they are beyond reading. So, needless to say, I was unable to prepare that. However, that being said, I still have these two installed. And I'm going to start here with Dark Crusade, and we'll continue forward. Maybe we'll do a couple of different of the Warhammer races. I am a Tau player, so I will primarily play Tau. But I will also entertain both Space Marines, Necrons, Imperial Guard, and Eldar. I am least skilled with Orcs and Chaos, so they would be the last of any that I chose. And in Soulstorm, they added a few more races, the Dark Eldar and the Sisters of Battle. And Soulstorm also saw a slightly updated graphics engine, so the 32-bit graphics are actually gone by there, the angular stuff here. But I figured I would give you a start here.
The rise of the Necrons and the arrival of other powers on Cronus was a threat the Tau Empire could not ignore. With their doctrine built firmly around the so-called greater good, the Tau could not tolerate seeing a thriving colony
thanks
taken
for
away
coming
from them.
out.
The Ethereals, leaders of the Empire,
this might be the one you played. This was
signals from Cronus by sending
the
some
one
of
that
their
I bought
best and
after
brightest to retake the world.
I think it was a couple of years after I got home from Iraq.
Of a new generation of the ethereal caste. He would be
this might be the one that
for
you
restoring
played.
proper order to this
It's either this one or
wayward
Soulstorm.
world. With him came the military leader, Shas Okais, a student of the teachings of Commander Puretide. Okais brought a massive force of fire caste warriors, as well as auxiliaries from the Tau's allied races, the Kroot and the Vespid. Tau ground forces landed in the city of Tashin, or Ashadis, to use his true imperial name. And from there began the crusade to retake the planet as a whole.
As a lore background, the planet Kronos is near the Damocles Gulf. And if you're familiar with Warhammer 40k, the Damocles Gulf is where the Tau expanded into Imperial space. Or as the Imperium would say, even Tau space is Imperium space. But in reality, they expanded in, and they convinced a large number of Imperium worlds that it would be better to be with the Tau. And for a short while they had colonies there, then the Imperium sent forces to recover their land. Kronos
Welcome
was
to
one
the
of
single-player
those
campaign for Dawn of War, Dark Crusade.
locations. You'll see here that this says Veteran Stealth Team. If I successfully capture this territory, I will be granted a Veteran Stealth Team. If I go to this location, I'll get a Fire Warrior Bodyguard team, and I can get a Vespid Elder Strain here. While the Fire Warriors would be the easiest to obtain, I want to go after the Stealth Team. I can get another Fire Warrior team from right there if I choose. But there's the spaceport. If you look at the way I'm set up right now, I can attack one of these three locations. I can't attack the spaceport because this wall is preventing it. Once I get control of the spaceport, instead of having my army standing here and an arrow going to adjacent territories, I can move freely to any territory I want. So from here, I could attack here. And the advantage of that is if you take the spaceport and can attack anywhere, and then you take the Eris Badlands, what you're ending up doing is the Eris Badlands lets you have 2 attacks per turn. You can now attack 2 territories every turn. And that's going to be my tactic tonight. Although the graphics are not quite up to the standard of a brand new AAA title, I would definitely say they've withstood the time that they've existed. This is a 16, 17-year-old game. Okay, so this is an RTS game.
Construction.
So the first thing you need to do is build things. That's my commander. He's currently got no special abilities.
The technology of Tau makes us strong.
Find where all the sites are. There we go. I can also use the mini-map to move directly to places.
Space Marines attack!
Still so ready. The technology of Tau makes us strong. The Lone Hunters are ready and willing.
No! Ready to build. We cannot fail.
The Silent Hunters are ready. Stealth team ready for next assignment. The technology of Tau makes us strong.
The reason I make stealth teams is without special units, they're invisible to the enemy.
It is already ours.
Unit ready.
And because I have a tradition of calling this the second combat squad,
Ready. Ready to build. Service required.
that's who they become.
Service required. Awaiting orders. I will make
Alright.
it so.
I used more points than I really wanted to there, but it is what it is, right?
Send us toward the enemy. It will be our victory for the greater good.
Service required. Construction matrix engaged. Command. Construction matrix engaged.
Alright, let me give you a brief overview now. Alright, you can't see the screen when I pause it, so I'm just gonna have to do it in real time. Up here is my total number of units out of my maximum number of units. This is infantry, this is vehicles. And if you see here, I have 0 vehicles. I don't have enough buildings built yet to authorize me vehicles. This is what's called requisition. This is how I pay for units. And this is power. Some items require power to be spent in order to gain the unit. Or an upgrade. Power is generated by these generators. I can have up to 6 of these for every command center. Okay, we have that taken care of, so we're going to have Group 2 start out by just protecting our little peninsula here.
Ready to build. Construction matrix engaged.
Each of these produces requisition points. They produce more if they have a...
The technology of Tau makes us strong. They cannot hope to win. You can't kill what you can't see.
They produce more if they have a listening post on them. And they produce even more
We will spring that trap.
if that listening post is upgraded.
We will take it right from under their noses.
Command. Service required. Drop cranes inbound.
Naturally, it...
The silent hunters are ready.
See, these are stealth units.
We shall
They're
prepare
normally
an ambush
invisible.
from there. Run silent.
That's a spotting unit.
Can't kill what you can't.
Destroy the unit that can spot you.
Jetpack engaged.
Primarily.
Send us toward the enemy. Moving to forward positions. Fire all guns. We shall prepare an ambush from there. Send us toward the enemy.
If they can't see you, they can't shoot you.
We relish the hunt. Ah, prime targets.
This unit also has jetpacks.
The silent hunters are ready. Jetpack engaged. We will spring the trap. Fire all guns. We relish the hunt. Still so ready to kill with what you can see. For Tau, we hunt with patience. They cannot hope to win.
The goal here, of course, is to get ahead of my enemy.
To win.
Command. Command.
You can use a group at any time.
Construction matrix engaged.
I need more power production. I'm just not making it fast enough. Now I can upgrade every one of these it'll make more requisition, but more importantly, it'll also become armed. Slacker, welcome aboard. How's it going tonight, Eric? Hope you're feeling well. I know that you've been, I don't like the term under the weather because, you know, it's a little more serious than just a little cold. Now you see, all of these are producing the maximum amount they can right now.
Awaiting orders.
Until these guys catch up.
Drop readiness.
The technology of Tau makes us strong. The technology of Tau makes us strong. The technology of Tau makes us strong.
What I really need is this building right here.
Drop readiness.
That'll let me give the
target is ours.
the stealth troops an upgrade.
You're the enemy. You can't kill what you can't see.
Awaiting orders. Construction matrix engaged.
Stealth suits ready and willing. Jetpack engaged. Prime targets. Eliminating targets.
See all the guns shooting at me?
We shall prepare an ambush from there. Moving to forward positions. Weapons primed and ready. For now. The technology of Tau makes us strong. For Tau. Send us toward the enemy. Fire all guns. We hunt with patience.
I lost a full stealth team, but it does give me
Stealth suits ready and willing. The fire cast serves with pride.
these guys are just gonna help defend the base.
I will lead us to victory. XP-22 battlesuit ready. Like Tau, we shall triumph.
Now, those upgrades make these stealth suits shoot better.
Stealth suits ready and willing. They will never see us. We hunt with patience.
Now you see I have these plasma guns. Well, they're fusion blasters, but they're plasma guns.
Pathfinder, eliminating target patience. They can afford to win. You can't kill what you can't see. No retreat! No surrender! Strike them down with all your might! The technology of Tau makes us strong.
This little guy here is my builder unit. He's not a combatant,
The silent hunters are ready.
but he can repair.
Eliminating targets.
Ready to build.
Eliminating targets. Can't kill, can't see. Send us toward the enemy.
every member of every stealth team can carry a fusion blaster. I need to start collecting more resources. But that's okay, because what I've done now is given myself some breathing room.
The silent hunters are ready.
And with those fusion blasters, they're a lot more deadly.
We shall prepare an ambush from there. Whatever the greater good demands. XP-25 ready for action. Scout team name Cairo ready. Fireball equalization shall sweep. Keep formation shall sweep.
At the very least, what I've done is I've reduced his ability to wage war.
Duty calls, Shazwi. Affirmative. Whatever the greater good demands. Whatever the greater good demands.
And while I'm
Whatever the
busy
greater good demands.
doing that,
Stealth fields fully active.
where's my guys? There they are.
Command.
They can
Awaiting orders.
build some more power generators. I thought you were on quarantine, Mr. Slacker. Or are you just saying that it just feels like a mild cold? Because I've heard that about the latest variant.
Stealth fields fully active. Jetpacks fire! We will take it right from under the
Now, for a brief period of time, my troops were visible because he owned that point.
Beginning preparation. Awaiting orders.
What this building does, it lets me build vehicles.
You can't kill what you can't see.
Like with other games, when you have units that are capable of being invisible,
Whatever the greater good.
there are units that are capable of spotting them. There's also technology that can spot them.
Stealth fields fully active.
So they might have scanners that are available.
Service required. Drop cranes.
Stealth fields fully active.
Let's increase our firepower.
We are the first in the field.
Now you see here, this group is called Pathfinders. They spot enemy units that are infiltrated.
XP-22 battle suit. We are the first in the field. Send us toward the enemies are here. Devilfish transport ready.
And you see I toggle between those two as I upgrade them. If I run out of points on my process, they're relatively evenly upgraded.
Send us toward the enemy. Devilfish transport ready.
Hey, that sounds like a plan, Slacker. I like that.
Service required. Construction matrix engaged.
Now you see, this is a relic. My team doesn't really need a relic that badly.
Greater good demands.
But Space Marines do. Space Marines cannot produce a unit called a Land Raider without having a relic. Now there's another relic on the field. But why let them have access to this one? There's a unit I can't produce without it either. It's called a Torok or something like that. It's a allied race unit, and I don't use that allied race very much. I will later on in the game when we're 2 or 3 conquests down.
Command.
But I just don't
Orders received.
have a whole lot of use for them. You see, there's still some units that are grayed out here. And at the vehicle beacon,
Personnel carrier ready for action.
that's because I can't produce those yet.
Devilfish swim silently.
Not to belabor a point,
Whatever the
but
greater good demands. Iron team deployed. Devilfish swim silently.
now you see, when I made them join the unit, I didn't give them a disposition, so now we've got mixed disposition. Now they're just on stand ground. Alright, they did capture that, so we're going to move back up here. We're going to give them the assault move, so anything they see on the way, they will fight.
Awaiting orders. Construction matrix engaged.
Now, because I know that the Space Marine player can use a Land Raider if he has that, I have to go across and secure that. I also have every reason to believe his base is right there. One of the things that this game does is, once I own a territory, what I built there, I get to keep if I have to defend it.
Personnel carrier ready for action.
So I want to build the defense as strongly as possible, while still giving my opponent, if I'm attacked, a place to land. Albeit a very small place to land. So being his base started in here, that's where I'm going to confine anybody who attacks me to stay.
Ready to build.
This is going to let me build
Shots
tanks.
ready for action. It will be an honor. For the greater good. I will lead us to victory. Prosper as Tau shall. Personnel carrier ready for action. XP-25 ready for action.
Ready to build.
Unity. I agree that this was some of the best RTS gaming available at the time. I was very disappointed with Dawn of War 2 and 3 that they abandoned this format. Not a lot you can do about that.
Stealth fields fully active.
But,
Mission accomplished. Devilfish swim silently.
Awaiting orders. Operating slowdown.
Stealth fields fully active.
and welcome aboard, Unity. I'm glad that you could join us tonight. Just a little Friday night beer and war games. Enjoy the beverage of your choice, of course. Nobody forces anybody to do anything here. The enemy can have a base in this area, so we are going to clear that before we go and confront the actual base. And like I said, in this version of the game, I can take advantage of
Orders received.
the fact that this infrastructure persists if I have to defend. By building all of this in a crescent to maximum power and giving any invader the opportunity to land here and set up a base, I automatically am surrounding them when I have to defend the property. If I have to defend it. It's very rare that somebody attacks the lower value properties. They want the ones that give special abilities.
The target is ours.
Drop cranes inbound.
Personnel carrier ready for action.
King, welcome aboard. Glad you could make it, sir. I know it's late for you. Hope that little princeling is not keeping you up and that it's just you choosing to be up. Although that little bundle of adorableness is certainly worth staying up for.
They cannot hold you. Personnel carrier ready for action. Personnel carrier ready for action.
Service required.
Prosper as Tau shall.
Alright, they're still maxed out. I can start maxing out these gatherers. Get those guys producing.
Ready to build. Construction matrix engaged.
Stealth team ready for next assignment.
Now you can see I can make these battle suits. This is my commander. It's not a separate battle suit. Now at the vehicle beacon, I can start making my artillery group.
First in the field.
You know,
needed fire support?
I think a lot of these older games that were very well done deserve some
The patient hunter
airtime
gets the prey.
that they don't receive anymore.
Crisis team ready.
And
All systems ready.
I am not going to tell anybody that they need to broadcast
Moving now.
anything they don't want to.
Bring down the rain of fire. You
But
needed fire support?
at the same time, let's face it,
I will lead us to victory.
games like this,
To victory.
they're not just fun old games. They bring back certain amounts of memories to us. And that's a good thing.
Devilfish swim silently.
Ready to build. Drop cranes inbound.
Now, as a Tau player, a lot of people think that the Tau are overpowered, and they have some things that are overpowered. I'm not going to deny that. But they also have some of the weakest personal protection and when you can see the stealth teams,
Whatever the greater good demands.
they're one of the easiest units to kill. But you know, this game, the original Dawn of War and Winter Assault, I brought with me when I went to Iraq. And they kept me kind of sane. And moving on after the fact,
Ready for action.
I remember very well
Ready to build.
I remember it very well
Mission
wanting to
accomplished.
do more with these games when DOW 2 was announced. I was certain it was going to be a game on this. Easy, welcome aboard. Glad you could make it, sir. I was sure Dawn of War 2 was going to be another RTS. Civ was still running strong.
Stealth team ready for next
I
assignment.
was very surprised that they went the route they went, but you know, that's...
Devilfish swim silently.
They appeal to a different audience, and I'm not going to take that away from them.
Construction matrix engaged.
Stealth fields fully active. Chasseur ready to take command. We will deal with them.
Definitely make sure you upgrade everything that you build. Now that I've studied the
And we'll wipe it out of victory.
Mont Ka over here, I can build the Hammerhead gunship. The Hammerhead gunship carries a railgun that's just absolutely devastating.
Hunter gets the prey. The fist of first enemy is here. Ready to join. Keep firing, keep firing. Just tell us what you want to know.
The Firecast's best are here to
The fist of Montka is here. Point us at the target. Identify our
Okay.
targets, and we will destroy them.
Artillery, rockets.
Identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
Let's give them some gunship support.
Following orders.
Alright, Group 2, you go and capture
Personnel
that.
carrier ready for action.
Ready to build. Drop cranes inbound.
They'll just take pot shots on their way past. And you see that the computer, the AI, did not spend any money upgrading that. I have a feeling that's because they anticipated this assault on this side. I think they spent all their resources over here.
Open fire. Devilfish transport ready.
Dawn of War 2 was just not this game. And I accidentally destroyed their base. Whoops. That's what happens when you leave guys with guns in view of the base. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give this guy the advanced sensor array so he can see infiltrated units. And I am going to spend 250 points on the team that I just won. I'm going to save the game. The only people who could attack me right here are the Space Marines. Because his army is right there. Now, the Eldar are right here. But I can attack there. Before I start that attack, I am going to take a quick break and check on my grandson. While I'm doing that, I highly suggest that everybody grab a drink, get a snack, kick back, relax. We're going to knock this out of the park. I'll be back 2 to 3 minutes. I am back. My grandson is loving him some Disney Channel, so I am loving me some Evening, because he will be enthralled with that. So, as I was saying before some of you got here, this map shows you where you are available to attack. You can see I can move the green line back into my base, or I can attack the red lines to any adjacent territory. But this territory right here to the south of me, that's the spaceport. And because that's the spaceport, that's where I want to attack. Because if we look at its stats, it allows attacking in almost any province on the map regardless of adjacency. Cannot be used to attack strongholds which have heavy anti-aircraft cover. Wait till you see what I can attack after we get that started.
For much of the Dark Crusade, great fleets plied the orbital lanes above the battlefields of Cronus, using their firepower to ground long-range flights. Guardsmen and heretic alike had to fight meter by bloody meter, with great battle fleets exchanging fire across the skies. Trench warfare seemed an immutable fact of life for commanders on the ground. All this changed with the Battle of Pavonis. This spaceport featured an ancient Adeptus Mechanicus tracking system merged with the alien technologies of the Tau Aircast.
Thank you.
This system was sensitive enough to plot courses that avoided orbital fire, making strikes deep into enemy territory possible. A tech priest had discovered this technological marvel and left his servitors to examine it in detail. Whichever force was able to recover these bionic servants would gain control of the station and be able to launch strikes across Cronus.
So that's the reason we're here. We have to find and capture these servitors. Or destroy both the enemy bases, or multiple enemy bases, because they can build bases just like I can.
XV-25 ready for action. Stealth suit ready. Send us toward the enemy.
Where's the damn... There it is.
It will be ours. The lone hunters, the silent hunters are ready.
Service required. Construction contracts.
Stealth suit ready. Stealth suit ready and willing. We relish the hunt. The lone hunters.
Gotta be fairly quick on these. The servitors.
The silent hunters are ready. Stealth suit ready. The silent hunters are ready. Mission accomplished.
Drop cranes inbound.
Stealth fields fully active.
There is one of the Imperium servitors. Return it to the headquarters.
Ready for action.
Can I get through there?
A servitor has made it to our headquarters, Shazla. We must recover more.
There.
Okay, you've got them there. And you've got...
We hunt with patience. XV-25 ready for action.
Anybody here not part of the group yet?
Other unit ready.
Whatever
You're not.
the greater good demands.
And you're not.
XV-25 ready for action.
Get out here and grab this. While you're grabbing that,
Ready to build.
The enemy gathers these servitors as well. We must act quickly.
Construction matrix engaged. Awaiting orders.
Well, if you can't build your own, go help him.
Awaiting orders.
Whatever the greater good demands.
Now, one of the things I discovered is it's super helpful to send out 2 teams.
Awaiting
Another
orders.
victory for the greater good.
Orders received.
The lone hunters are here.
Awaiting orders. Construction matrix engaged.
XV-25 ready
Stealth
for
suit
action.
ready. Stealth suits ready and willing.
They're going to be
They will
team
never see us.
2.
The enemy gathers these servitors as well. We
Send
must
toward
act
the
quickly.
Come on, come on. I need another one. Thank you.
Ready to build. I will make it so.
Ready. XV-25 ready for action. Fire all guns.
The enemy gathers these servitors as well.
Stealth
We
field
must
fully
act
active.
quickly.
Keep formation, shall we?
Can't kill what you can see.
My pleasure. On town.
This is a builder unit.
There is one of the Imperium servitors. Return it to the headquarters. They cannot hold it. The technology of Tau makes us strong.
There they are.
Run silent.
That's my second
Stealth
servitor.
suit ready. Stealth suits ready and willing. We relish the hunt. A servitor has made it to our headquarters, Shazla. We must recover more. The technology of Tau makes us strong. Mission accomplished. Stealth suits ready and willing. For Tau. The technology of Tau makes us strong. Stealth suits ready and willing. The silent hunters are ready.
All right.
We will
Go
take
get
it
that.
right from under their noses. A servitor has made it to our headquarters, Shazla. We must recover more.
We know this. But we also need resources. That's why I'm
We
grabbing
hunt with
things.
patience. The silent hunters are ready. The technology of Tau makes us strong.
Ready to build.
Stealth field fully active.
Missed one. There we go. Yeah, I really don't want to just capture points all
Send us toward the enemy.
game in this
The silent
instance.
hunters target is ours. Stealth suits ready and willing.
Command. Drop cranes inbound.
Which way gets that? The other guys get that. Okay, so you go this way.
We hunt with patience.
Service required.
The The enemy gathers these servitors as well. We must act quickly. Targets. B-25 ready for action. Jetpacks, fire! Keep formation, shall we? For Tau.
You see, there's a servitor over here.
Awaiting orders. Construction matrix engaged. Drop cranes
You're not doing
Silent
anything. Go
Hunters
get him.
already is ours. There is one of the Imperium servitors. Return it to the headquarters. We shall prepare an ambush from there. We shall prepare an ambush from there. The Silent Hunters are ready. The Silent Hunters are ready.
Increase squad cap at HQ. Okay. So I need
A
to
servitor
get...
has made it to our headquarters, Shazla. We must recover more.
drop cranes.
You need to build buildings to get your squad cap up.
A servitor has made it to our headquarters, Shazla. We must recover more. XV-25 ready for action. Stealth suits ready and willing. Weapons primed and ready.
I don't remember if I need 6 or 7 servitors. Dalton, how's it going? It's Friday night, of course I'm streaming. Streaming and drinking. Boss man, and you,
Commander Pure Tide,
you're the base defenders.
XV-25 ready for action. The technology of Tau makes us strong. Whatever the greater good demands. The Silent Hunters are ready. They cannot open prime targets for Tau. Jetpack engaged. Eliminating target weapons primed and ready. It will be ours.
Command.
Eliminating targets. We hunt.
They really do want to be able to take this relic back. But I really don't want to give it to him.
Ready to build. Ready to build. Drop cranes inbound.
Take one of my,
Pathfinders, on duty.
Orders received.
Just tell us what you want to know. We will find your targets.
get him stationary. He's part of Group
None
1
can
now.
stand before the greater good.
They're going to defend the base. That's their job.
Another victory for the greater good closed serves with pride. Chasseur, ready to take command. Just tell us what you want to know.
I'm not going to win this fight. And my builder unit's already dead. So I need to build some more builders.
Command.
How about you give me a vehicle beacon?
The enemy gathers these servitors as well. We must act quickly.
Not making enough power.
Commander cast will do its part. Drop cranes inbound. Awaiting orders. Drop cranes inbound. Awaiting orders.
XV-25 ready for action.
Yeah, not grabbing stuff fast enough, I think.
The enemy gathers these servitors as well. We must act quickly. Swift and silent death. Whatever the greater good demands. Stealth fields fully active. We will not let you down.
Service required. Awaiting orders.
The enemy gathers these servitors as well. We must act quickly. Fire all guns.
Yeah, they've already retaken that.
Can't kill what you can't see.
Awaiting orders. Drop cranes inbound.
Whatever the greater good demands. Stealth suits ready and willing. Weapons primed and ready.
Every squad leader comes with...
Like time, we have prospered. The spaceport is ours.
And there we go, I got the 6th one. The spaceport's ours. Still kind of light on war gear for my commander. Wish I could spend resources on them, but I can't. So again, we're going to save. Of course you gotta show some love to VG. Everybody does their turn, and this time it looks like it's just... Well, Chaos, of course, attacks. It looks like mostly it's a maintenance turn. People were spending points. Now look at where I can attack. Anywhere on the map I want. Now, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I would really like to be able to build forward bases. I would really like to reduce the cost of my bases. And I would really like industrial production. I can take any of those. But if I take this, I can take a second one as well. So that's where I have to focus my enemy. The enemy has 2 bases there. Guaranteed. Commander is a hardened veteran, which means that his troops will be more aggressive. Elite infantry, which in this case, that doesn't mean a whole lot. Necrons are Necrons. They're tough to beat.
It was during the Horus Heresy that the influence of chaos first drove Space Marine against Space Marine. Cronus witnessed some of this terrible fighting,
Barbarian.
and the heretics of those ancient times left behind them terrible artifacts.
And by the way, for
in the desolate
those
Ares
of you wondering,
Badlands
tonight I am
stood
drinking
one
Sam
such
Adams.
talisman. An
I have the
ancient
winter
icon
pack.
of the blood god Khorne.
And am currently
With
enjoying
war
an old
sweeping
fizzy
Cronus
wag.
once more, a demon within the icon awoke. It fed on the souls of those slain in combat, and promised gifts to whoever would slake its thirst for blood. Even the warriors of the Imperium ended up feeding the fiend as they fought across the Badlands to prevent others from claiming this prize. The faithful tried to ignore the whispers the demon slipped into their minds, but every death still fed its dark appetite. In the end, whoever controlled the Ares Badlands would gain a measure of the demon's fury, allowing them to launch attack after attack against their enemies.
The goal here is not specifically to get anything.
Drop cranes.
XV-25 ready for action. The silent hunters are ready.
Instead of gaining ground, the goal here is to
The technology of Tau makes us strong.
kill
It will be
opponents.
ours. Stealth suits ready and willing. The technology of Tau makes us strong.
Awaiting orders.
The lone hunters are here.
I will make it so.
Stealth suits ready and willing. Another victory for the lone hunters are here.
Ready to build.
Come on, give me that. There's
Drop
it.
cranes inbound. Builder unit
Stealth
ready.
fields fully active. Whatever the greater good demands.
Builder unit ready.
Whatever the greater good demands.
Now you'll hear them say whatever the greater good demands. For the greater good. Other expressions like
Target is
that.
ours.
An argument can be made that they're nothing more than alien communists. Not gonna deny it. That's pretty much what they're like. They have a society developed around the idea that everything they do is for the rest of their society.
We will eliminate the force. We hunt with patience.
The enemy seems to be throwing away quite a bit of resource.
Command. Construction matrix engaged. Service required. Construction matrix service required. Drop cranes inbound.
The irony here is
Construction matrix engaged.
Whatever the greater good demands.
the robots are perfectly willing to throw away their troops.
Eliminating targets.
But you see that they're not building up their squads, they're sending freshly built squads.
XV-25 ready for action.
3 troops at a time. But each individual soldier counts as a unit towards the 70 total.
Stealth
Now,
fields fully active.
Unfortunately, I can't go
Jetpacks fire.
capture that right now.
Eliminate the targets.
With the Necrons,
Send us towards the enemy. Kill what you can't see. We will take it right from under their noses.
with the Necrons,
Eliminating targets.
they cannot capture points
Stealth fields fully active. Whatever the greater good demands.
with their basic troops. They have to use what's called a Scarab. That's their builder unit.
Ready to build. Drop cranes. Ready to build. Drop cranes.
That's what they capture points with. Right there. That's their builder unit. If they want to capture these points, that's who they need to
Silent
send.
hunters are ready.
Now I can start defending and capturing more points with regular units that have longer range firepower.
Stand before the greater good.
Awaiting orders. Construction matrix engaged.
Iron team going. Like Tau, we shall triumph. Chasseur, ready to take command. K-25 ready for action. We will eliminate the targets. My pleasure. Getting me. Fire away.
And just keep our units topped off and they're not getting credit for destroying them. Even if they killed multiple
The silent hunters are ready.
individual
We hunt
warriors,
Patience.
they're not getting credit for the units being killed.
Drop cranes inbound. Construction matrix engaged. Ready to build. Drop cranes required.
Point us at our targets.
This building is going to let me give the guys upgraded guns, which makes me kill them faster.
XP-22 battle suit ready. I will lead us to victory.
And you see these guys have a longer range firepower, so they can see things further out,
serves with pride.
and they can hit them further out, especially if something besides themselves sees it. Gonna upgrade this one, not because it needs the firepower, but because it ups mine. That adds accuracy to my firepower.
XV-25 ready for action.
I could actually use 2 more stealth teams with that unit number 2 to make them a
Position
well-rounded
taken.
force.
For the greater good.
Awaiting orders.
I will lead us to victory. Like Tau, we shall triumph.
Don't be shooting that green shit at me.
Shasla ready for action.
Command.
The lone hunters
Construction
are here.
matrix
Stealth
engaged.
suits ready and willing. Moving to forward positions. The lone hunters are here. Stealth suits ready and willing. They will never see us.
See, I upgraded the troop size first because it's more valuable to have more of them than to have one guy with a good gun.
The silent hunters are ready. Stealth suits ready and willing. The technology of Tau makes us strong. Whatever the greater good demands. XV-25 ready for action.
I want as many of these overloaded for bear as I can. Because now comes time where I have to actually start crushing them. To make my totals quickly.
You must kill more of them.
And these leaders all come with the same fusion gun that I had to upgrade with the other guys. So I get an extra guy and a fusion gun for 75, where I was paying 50 for the gun and 70 for the guy. I think the leader is the best bargain.
Stealth fields fully active. XV-25 ready for action. Stealth fields fully active. Stealth fields fully active.
Service required. Construction matrix engaged.
Chasse-O ready to take command.
Ready to build.
We cannot hold this position.
Drop cranes.
Unfortunately, this game has very few phrases. So when they encounter resistance,
Stealth fields fully active.
they say things like, "We cannot hold this position." They easily overran the position.
Pin them down and eliminate them.
Just a few souls more.
The target is ours.
Service required. Construction matrix engaged. Drop cranes. Ready to build. Drop cranes inbound.
XV-25 ready for action. None can stand before the greater good.
Service
The Death
required.
Bringers, bring in the heavy weapons.
Underway.
The cadre is counting on us. Return fire! Return fire! The cadre is counting on us. None can stand before the greater good.
Ready to build.
Not doing badly here.
Ready for next assignment. We have spread the greater good.
Command. Construction matrix engaged.
Whatever the greater good demands. None can stand before the greater
Ready to
good.
build. Drop cranes inbound.
XV-22 transport ready. Devilfish swim silently. We will get our men there.
And there's 70 kills.
The power of the Blood God shall be yours.
Again, if you know anything... Hey, True, welcome aboard. If you know anything about Warhammer lore, the Tau are invisible to the warp, which means that they can't be seen or see chaos. This one lets me have a higher squad capacity. Where's the one that gives me more? This one gives me more points to start with. Gonna take the squad capacity because it's a 4 instead of a 5. And I get to attack again because now I have the power of the Blood God. If one of my blue fellows would kindly delete Barbara's post and silence her, please, that would be great.
Whatever the greater good demands, prosper as Tau shall.
Awaiting orders. Drop cranes
The
inbound.
lone hunters are here.
What is my objective? Destroy the enemy headquarters. That's not gonna be terrible.
The technology of Tau makes us strong. Stealth suit ready. We hunt with patience. Stealth suit ready.
Thank you, Easy.
Stealth suit ready and willing. The lone hunters are here. Whatever the greater good demands. Whatever the greater good demands. XV-25 ready for action. Stealth fields fully active.
Builder unit ready.
Looks
Another
like I've
victory for the
got
greater good.
all three of those. Okay.
We shall prepare an ambush from there.
Ready to build. Service required. Service required. Drop cranes inbound.
I will lead us to victory.
I'm sure you will. Right now you're going to lead from the rear because you don't have the ability to turn invisible.
XV-25 ready for action.
I have room for 3 more squads in my infiltrating unit.
The lone hunters are here. XV-25 ready for action. Stealth suit ready. The lone hunters are here. Stealth suits ready and willing. Stealth suits ready and willing. It will be ours.
Command. Acknowledged. Construction matrix engaged. Drop cranes inbound.
This one straight up just take control by killing the enemy headquarters. And there's no relics, no strategic locations, or no special locations, just regular strategic locations.
The technology of Tau makes us strong. Stealth team ready for next assignment. It will be ours. Send us toward the enemy. The technology of Tau makes us strong. We hunt with patience. Send us toward the enemy. Send us toward the enemy. The silent hunters are ready. Ready to take command. Target acquired. Stealth suits ready and willing. Weapons primed and ready.
That green circle you see coming towards us is the jump pack radius.
Get back, engage. Fall back, fall back. Weapons primed and can kill what you can see.
I don't know how they were seeing my stealth units. I don't know if you were seeing that, but that robot pulled itself together and stood up. That's something Necrons can do. They can recover after death. Needless to say, that can be very frustrating.
The technology of Tau makes us strong. The silent hunters are ready. Stealth suits ready and willing. You can't kill what you can see.
Construction matrix engaged.
remember, they capture spots with their builder units. If you can catch their capture units in the act,
Orders received.
Eliminating targets. Send us toward the enemy.
Service required. Underway. Construction matrix engaged.
if you can catch their builders
To victory.
in the act,
Ready to build.
you do not have to worry right away.
Does its part for the greater good.
What do I need? There we go.
Construction matrix engaged.
Lead us to victory. Our hunt begins. The silent hunters are ready.
You want to hit their builder units first. It doesn't take super long to build them.
It is already ours.
It doesn't take super long to build them. But what it does is it takes them enough
Awaiting
time
orders.
that they're going to have to go back to their base, rebuild their units, and I know that they're coming in through right here. That tells me their base is down in this corner. So I can go after these points relatively freely.
Our hunt begins.
Construction matrix engaged.
Shazla, ready for action. The Firecast serves with pride. The Firecast serves with pride. Stealth suits ready and willing.
So that's a builder unit right there.
Stealth suits ready and willing. On down! It will be ours.
They hadn't even finished. When they build that, that starts as one scarab, and they have to build, like I do with expanding my squads, to get multiple.
Service required. Acknowledged.
So he hadn't even gotten to the point where he could put multiple scarabs down by the time he got here. He's got to be close, either in this corner or he came directly from here without stopping.
Mission accomplished.
Construction matrix engaged.
The Silent Hunters are ready.
I'm going to put group 2 there. While I build them up. Let's get these guys shooting a little more accurately.
Service required.
And I'd like a vehicle beacon.
Them down.
Acknowledged.
What are they shooting at?
Ready and willing. On down.
That's a detector. It's a turret, so it's a detector unit.
The technology of Tau makes us strong.
Gradually give ourselves some more firepower. And their leader is right here. When they resurrect him, he's going to stand up right here.
For the greater good. For the greater good. Like Tau, we shall triumph. I will lead us to victory. Prosper as Tau shall. You can't kill what you can't. Just tell us where you need us. Stealth suits ready and willing.
Low on power.
Ready to build. Ready to build. Construction matrix engaged.
These things harvest dead Necrons and can spawn Necron troops. They're pretty formidable.
Cut them down.
Their commander just tried to resurrect these troops here. Because he died before they resurrected,
Ready to do our part.
they didn't pop up. Had they popped up, if they were separate units when they died, they'd pop up as several separate units.
Awaiting orders.
It can get frustrating dealing with Necrons.
Construction matrix engaged.
It's like a cockroach infestation. You get a couple and you know that there's more.
Awaiting orders. Construction matrix engaged.
And these guys, when they get rebuilt, they'll pop up where they dropped.
Stealth fields fully active.
See, my primary group 1 here, they're stuck here now.
Whatever the greater
They
good
have to
demands.
be able to defend the base. This is kind of sick. You can have up to 20 vehicles in a normal match. That means up to 20 devilfish. Because in this version, the devilfish were not limited. Now you see, the enemy is expanding over here, and I can't stop them right now.
Whatever the greater good demands.
Because I'm busy paying attention elsewhere.
Stealth fields fully active.
And Construction matrix engaged.
Let's give him another infantry squad to increase their firepower over here.
Ready to build. Construction matrix engaged. Ready to build.
Fire team deployed. Stealth team ready for next assignment. Whatever the greater good demands, for the greater good, it will be an honor.
I'm now at the point where I'm earning more
Keep firing.
requisition on a regular basis than I'm spending. That's a good thing. Exactly, just like the rad roaches.
For the greater good. For the greater good. Prosper as Tau shall.
Now, my commander is the only detector unit I have back at the base, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself a second detector. Because infiltrated units can still pop up where you don't expect them.
Stealth team ready for next assignment. Just find us where you need us.
I honestly do not want him getting away
Prosper as Tau shall.
when he resurrects.
Devilfish transport ready.
Awaiting orders. Construction matrix engaged.
XV-25 ready for action. First cannon, fire! Personnel carrier ready for action. Keep Devilfish transport. Devilfish swim silently.
Service required.
Devilfish transport ready. Personnel carrier ready for action. Right under their eyes.
See, these devilfish seem to be invisible, because they are. They're infiltrated just like the troops.
Devilfish transport ready. Devilfish swim silently.
Ready to build. Construction matrix engaged.
Devilfish swim silently. Personnel carrier ready for action.
What I'm doing is I'm giving these stealth troops these stealth APCs, so they're carrying heavy weapons for the troops. They've got these Gatling guns under their noses.
Personnel carrier ready for action. XV-25 ready.
And I
for
can
action.
add them
Fish
into
swim
the
silently.
combat group so that I don't have to move them about separately.
My pleasure. Pathfinders lead the way.
There's my second spotting unit. I'm going
We
to put
will
them
get
over
all the
here.
details. Just tell us what you want to know. though.
Where's my guys?
Command.
There we go.
Command. Ready to build.
I tend to go with the Montka, which is the armored fist type combat maneuvering.
Personnel carrier ready for action.
What are you doing here?
First cannon, fire!
It's not that I don't like your
We will get
initiative.
our men there.
This is not where I told you to be.
We will get our men there.
I'm gonna wait for him to circle around. And I can check to make sure I've upgraded all my stations.
Keep firing, keep firing!
Not enough power? There we go.
Ready to build. Drop cranes.
If you hold shift while you're, Thanks, Easy. I appreciate it. If you hold shift while you're giving it an assignment, they'll do it after their current assignment.
Personnel carrier ready for action.
And you see, I put all my guys right around him.
Ready to do our part.
I don't want him to get back to his troops.
Just tell us where you need us. None can stand before the greater good.
Anytime they try to resurrect their leader, I automatically hit them with the all the firepower there. I drop him right there. I know that he's not back there resurrecting a bunch of troops I've already killed. Strangely enough,
Another victory for the greater good.
while you cannot get
Personnel carrier ready for action.
more troops than you're allowed, the Necrons can.
Ready to build. Drop cranes inbound.
Fire all guns for Tau. Fire all guns. Stealth fields fully active.
These are robots, but they're wearing the flesh of humans. Kind of gruesome.
Eliminating targets.
Kind of intentionally gruesome.
Whatever the greater good demands.
I'm assuming that Barb and Sophie are bots,
Fire!
but even if they're not,
Awaiting orders.
they're
I will
posting
make it so.
adult links at the very best, and virus links at the worst.
XV-25 ready for action.
I'm not going to allow that to keep happening, so I appreciate you guys cutting it off.
Mission accomplished.
I really had to struggle with OBS to get it to play this game tonight. Just so y'all know, it's so old, OBS doesn't auto-recognize it as a game. And when I try to capture it by telling it to capture it by window, by program name,
Stealth team ready for next assignment.
it fails.
Awaiting orders. Drop cranes inbound. Drop cranes inbound.
Devilfish swim silently.
It fails on that note. Not by not being able to see the window, it can, but I can't resize the window in OBS,
Plasma fire. The cadre is counting on
and it
us.
only shows the left side of the screen. So, about where my cursor is here, to the left, is all you guys would be seeing with that capture mode.
They will never see their deaths coming. Stealth team, fire away. We will take it right from under their noses.
So needless to say, that's not going to work.
Open fire.
Alright, I know I built this thing. Let's get our advanced
Ready to build.
units into the field.
Drop cranes inbound. Awaiting orders.
You see, he's taking damage very slowly. He can turn
The
ethereal.
target is ours.
Now he's just reassembling, and he's going to get up and leave.
Open fire.
Drop cranes inbound.
Sneaky little bugger, huh?
Personnel carrier ready for action. Of course.
Guy with this circle around him here, the gold circle, that's my elite unit. Oh, thank God. Now I can start building these guys.
Open fire. Eliminating targets.
Service required.
Eliminating targets.
Engage.
Personnel carrier ready for action. The scanner Tau is here. For Tau! Don't let us break it away.
That's the Hammerhead gunship.
And we will destroy them.
Because it is not a troop transport, although it's the same basic frame,
The fist of
they added armor
is here.
and this big railgun.
Identify our targets and we will destroy them.
And you see that on the troop transport, this is a nose gun. On this, you get 2 of them, and then a targeting unit under the nose.
You needed fire support?
Ready to build.
Personnel carrier, ready for action. Burst cannon, fire! Fire all guns! Whatever the freak of code demands, open fire! XP-25, ready for action. You needed fire support? The patient hunter gets the prey. Identify our targets, and we will destroy them. Armored power moving out.
These guys
Hunter gets the prey.
get a missile barrage. Let me show you how that works.
Devilfish transport ready. Stealth team ready for next assignment. Personnel carrier ready for action.
So in Dark Crusade, I like to give myself a good armored team. You're limited to 2 hammerheads. I add 2 Stingray missile gun ships and then give them 2 troop transport, Devilfish troop transport,
ready for action.
as their
Identify
support.
our targets, and we will destroy them. Identify our targets, and we will destroy them. XP-22 battlesuit ready. Identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
Service required. Drop cranes inbound. Drop cranes inbound.
Eat plasma fish swim silently.
This is a Necron monolith. At its most powerful, this thing can move around.
Keep firing, keep firing. Cut them down.
Again, I want as much upgraded as I can before the end of the battle. The more that's upgraded before the end of the battle,
Don't let the prey get
the
away.
higher your defense when you have to defend against an attacker. I didn't get everything upgraded. But now I have increased manpower, which gives me a higher troop cap, which is 24 for troops and 22 for vehicles. You probably noticed I didn't get the vehicle cap. Now, if we look real close, that's one of my territories. The Space Marines could attack it. If he attacks that, I'm going to probably need to defend. The reason I need to defend that is I don't want to lose my stealth team. Now right there, that's a 3. It's kind of weak. I can reinforce it with troops. The Kroot are very good close combat as far as Tau go. And they get more powerful because they can cannibalize enemies. That they can technically cannibalize friendlies too. If there's dead bodies on the ground, they can eat them and get stronger. All I can put down now is troops. It's now value 4. If this guy, who only has a Builder Scarab as an army, tries to attack, he's going to be strength 2 or less, in theory. A 4-2 means I automatically win, even though I might lose some defenses. A 5-on-3 or 5-on-4 is not a guaranteed win. I could lose this one.
Judge! I will have someone's head for this.
Alright, he attacked there and lost. That Space Marine is coming in at strength 10. He's got his army at max. If I auto-resolve, I lose, because I'm defending with a 5. Alright, Unity, thanks for coming out. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button. I stream various games Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and most Saturdays. So, yeah, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Maybe I'm going to broadcast something you're enjoying.
Awaiting orders.
Now, if you look, I have all my defenses here. But I don't have any military units.
Command.
The lone hunters
with
are
patience. Run silent.
The lone hunters
Stealth suits ready and willing.
The lone hunters are here.
Send us toward the enemy. We shall prepare an ambush from there. Stealth suit we hunt ready with patience. The technology of Tau makes us strong. Swift and silent patience. Stealth suits ready and willing. Weapons primed and ready. Stealth suits ready and willing.
Hey, see, the game did take away a couple of things that I had built.
Ready and willing.
But I'm going to do my best to cost the Space Marines as much as I can.
We strike from hiding. We strike from hiding. Whatever the greater good demands. Still on the old line.
That thing with the 8 arms, or 6 arms, or however many arms it's got, that's their builder unit. It's called a servitor.
We will not let you down.
Ready to build.
Now, you see, my general wasn't here, so I have to build my general in order for him to be part of this.
We shall prepare an ambush from there.
The lone hunters are here. Send us toward the enemy. Moving to forward positions. The lone hunters stealth suits ready and willing. Moving to forward positions.
Unit ready.
Shazla, ready for action. Moving out.
Ready to unit ready. Awaiting orders.
Fire team deployed.
Ready to build.
For the greater good. For the greater good. Point us at our targets.
You'll notice I choose
For
leaders
the greater good.
over shield drones. Shield drones are okay. They
The fire
increase the
cast serves with
defense of
pride.
your squad.
Whatever the greater good demands. Stealth fields fully active.
Sometimes that's not enough.
They will never see the deaths coming. Point us at our targets.
Awaiting orders.
I will spread the greater good. Prosper, as Tau shall. I will lead us to victory. Shas-O, ready to take command.
In the Warhammer 40k lore, Shaz-O literally means commander. Warrior commander. Shaz means warrior. O means commander.
Service required.
For this race. That's enough from you, Lieutenant. You're chilling out with me. You're not going to be sitting here barking at every little sound. I swear this dog just wants to try my patience. It does not help her nerves in any way, shape, or form that my neighbors have been arguing the last couple of days.
Take heart. The ethereal cast.
Alright, see this guy?
The ethereal cast leads for the greater good.
He is called an ethereal. That's the highest rank in the Tau Society.
The ethereal cast leads for the greater good.
He does not spot enemy units, but he inspires friendly units. And he can create a bodyguard unit.
We act as one, lest we perish alone. I shall guide our efforts.
He can do that as many times as he wants to until we reach our troop limit.
Stealth fields fully active.
Service required.
Okay, see, I only took one of my builders and sent them up here.
Devilfish transport ready. Personnel carrier ready for action.
Again, the Devilfish transport is stealthy, like my stealth teams. So they can move about invisibly. They cannot jump, unlike the stealth team, which can.
Personnel carrier ready for
But they
action.
can carry 2 infantry
Devilfish
squads
transport ready.
or 2 infantry units. So this counts as an infantry unit. I could put 2 builders in a Devilfish. If I wanted to move a Devilfish, or if I wanted to move a builder to a spot that I knew had to go through combat, I could put him in a Devilfish. The Devilfish will go as far as it can, taking those units, and it'll fight, and it's armored, so they're not getting hurt. And if the Devilfish gets taken out, then they jump out and try and continue the mission.
Drop cranes inbound.
Stealth fields fully active. They cannot hope to win. Keep formation, Chasui! Devilfish swim silently. Right under their eyes. Or down. Can kill, can see. XV-25 ready for action. Whatever the greater good demands. Devilfish swim silently.
I will take all the property they've taken. Knowing that I can reclaim it.
The target is ours.
The Ethereal cast
Hey, see-
leads for the greater good.
He's got a bodyguard team here. He can build another one. And then a little timer goes off.
The voice of reason.
The fist
Those
of
guys
Mocha
don't cost
is
anything to
on
build.
Duty. Identify our targets, and we will destroy them. We will be your eyes.
Whereas my
Ears.
Pathfinders do.
Understood. Watch for our signal.
But you see how they have that circle around them? That means they're elite troops.
Just tell us where you need us. We are the fist of Mocha
Shall
is here.
guide our efforts.
We are the first in the field.
The Ethereal cast leads for the greater good.
We are the first in the field.
The voice of reason.
Identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
See, I'm building my artillery group here.
You needed fire support? The patient hunter gets the prey.
I mentioned earlier Montka is Armored Fist. Patient Hunter is the other type of grouping.
Ready to build.
It's called Kayun,
You needed fire
Patient
support.
Hunter. Instead of having the armored vehicles,
The patient hunter gets the prey.
what you get is increased armor and accuracy for your ground troops. I'll sometimes choose that instead of the Montka.
Devilfish transport ready. Personnel carrier ready for action. Missiles, the patient hunter gets the prey.
See, this is shooting this thing over here. They want to put their force commander right there. That costs them
Devilfish transport ready.
resources to keep
Devilfish
rebuilding
swim
it.
silently. Point us at the target. Point us at the target. Targeting. Fire!
Act as one, lest we perish.
Missiles locking on.
The ethereal cast leads for the greater
Acquiring
good.
targets.
You'll see here I have 3 bodyguard squads. I still have 5 slots left. I can put 2 more bodyguard squads out. Because they're elite.
Fire team is ready.
They don't have any special abilities. But they're harder to kill.
Ready to do our part.
There's only 3 of them. They have 500 health.
Fire team is ready.
And these guys have 8 of these guys. And they have 500 health. It
The
pays
voice of reason.
to have the extra bodyguards.
I see that I am needed there.
Identify our targets. We will destroy them. Acquiring targets. Devilfish swim silently. We will eliminate targets.
Command. Drop cranes inbound.
Personnel carrier ready for action. Fire! Fire over eliminating targets. Open fire. All down. Fire all guns shooting. Fire over it. Together all guns. Fire all guns. Fire. We will eliminate the targets. Fire all guns. Fire eliminating targets. Can kill what you can. The technology of Tau makes us strong. XV-25 ready for action.
Well, that
It will be
covers
ours.
that base. Now you saw something there. There were invisible units attacking my squad while they were visible. I can't do anything about that. War gear awarded. Alright. I can see infiltrated units. I have another piece of war gear. Now I take a jetpack so I can jump. The next piece of war gear I'm going to take is the stealth field. And then my commander becomes the leader of the stealth teams, and he can detect infiltrated units. That way, I can leave my detector units with my regular infantry and not have to join them to a unit that's invisible. Okay, so that's my first defense. Now I have to choose where I'm going. This one gives me an additional 1,000 points at the start of every mission. Highly valuable. Nobody can attack the position I'm in right now, or this position, or even this position. So I'm good to go that way. This one allows me to build base elements while I'm attacking. So when I build power generators or the barracks that lets me make the regular infantry, those can be built as I come in instead of after I get there. I think I want the 1,000 right now. It's more points to build with. because my first reaction is to build generators anyway. But now, interestingly enough, if I want to, because this is the beginning of an attack turn, so let me save real quick. I can hit this one and this one, because I get 2 attacks thanks to owning this one right here. And the 2 armies that are bordering it can't attack because of these walls. So I'm going to take a rapid break, and then we are going to attack the Vandian coast, because it's 6 points instead of 7 points. And once I get that one, I'll be able to attack the Highlands, and I'll have the extra points to build when I get there. I'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. Dawn! Welcome aboard! I just got back from break. I hope that you are having a great night. I hope everybody got a chance to refill their drinks, grab a snack. We're about to fight us some Space Marines. They're red. Red border. Hope you've been having a good week, Don.
Once a thriving industrial center, by the beginning of the Dark Crusade, the Vandian coast had fallen into disuse. Some factories in the cities were still operational, but other great underground refineries languished under the sands of the coast, long since abandoned as unnecessary by the planet's Tau masters. Whoever gained control of the coast would enjoy a powerful advantage for the rest of the Crusade. With such potent manufacturing facilities, field commanders could requisition more weapons than their foes.
So what that means is extra points per battle. Wake the manufacturer.
Stealth fields fully active. Stealth suit ready. Send us toward the enemy.
Ready to build.
Stealth suit ready.
Drop cranes inbound.
The silent hunters are ready. The lone hunters are here. The technology of Tau makes us strong. Stealth suit ready. We hunt with patience. I will lead us to victory. XV-25 ready for action. Affirmative. Mission accomplished. We hunt with patience. Send us toward the enemy. XV-22 battle suits ready and willing.
The Earth cast will do its part.
It will be ours.
Service required. Service required. Command, ready to build. Construction matrix engaged.
The technology of Tau makes us strong. Send us toward the enemy.
Command, ready to build.
Come on.
Underway.
Get me to 100.
Drop cranes inbound.
Send us toward the enemy.
Ready to build. Service required. Construction matrix engaged.
Eliminating targets. They cannot hope to win. Chasseur, ready to take command. You can't kill what you can't see. They cannot
Ready to
hope to
build.
win.
Command, awaiting orders. Construction matrix engaged.
Prosper as Tau shall. Fire all guns. The technology of Tau makes us strong. I will lead us to victory. None can stand before the greater good. Space Marines attack! The target will crush them. The Contra will crush them.
Service required. Command. Underway.
Wait a minute. Who are those? That's 8 and 10. Where's... Ah, 10 got killed. No, 10 is right there.
Underway. Drop cranes.
Alright, this is the one that's
They
in the line
cannot
of fire.
hope to win. Chasseur, ready to take command. The technology of Tau makes us strong.
Awaiting orders. I will make it so. Construction matrix engaged.
I have to amass power. But every time I spend power, it goes up a little bit. But I need to spend power in order to
Ready to build. Service required.
make my troops better.
Eliminating targets. Send us toward the enemy. It will be ours.
In a way, I expected them to come right in as soon as I left. My stealth troops could not be seen by the AI. But as soon as they walked away, the AI sent their troops to capture that.
Send us toward the enemy.
Awaiting orders.
Now, when you're at an enemy controlled point, you can be seen if you're a stealth
Fire
troop.
all guns.
And if they use the scanner special module of their base, they can see you if you're a stealth troop.
Eliminating targets.
The AI can use the scanner much more often than a player can.
Command. Awaiting orders. Drop planes.
The silent hunters are ready.
Service required.
Can't kill what you can't see. The silent hunters are ready. Swift and silent. Eliminating targets. Swift and silent. Eliminating targets. Can't kill what you can't see. Eliminating targets. The technology of power makes us strong. It will be ours.
Gotta get the flags to switch in order to
We are
go back to stealth mode.
None can stand before the greater good. Like Tau, we shall triumph. None can stand before the greater good. stand before the greater good. This will slow the enemy. The Kandra will crush them. Target acquired. Fire is ready. Prosper as Tau shall. Tactical retreat. Consider it done. Just tell us where you need us. Grenades! Space Marines attack! Take fire! Just tell us where you need us. Space Marines attack! Yes, sir. Fire team is ready. XP-22 battle ready. Space Marines attack! Space Marines attack! For the Emperor! The technology of Tau makes us strong. The silent hunters are ready. Space Marines attack! Space Marines attack! The technology of Tau makes us strong. We hunt with patience. Carry on and silent me. By cover! Space Marines attack! Cannot hold. Fire deployed. Cannot hold. Fire guide. Can kill what you can see. Can kill what you can see. Send us to war. They cannot hold. Eliminate the target. Fire to swim. Silent with death. XP-25 ready. Can hold. Can kill what you can see. Eliminating targets. Fire target. Plasma fire. Bomb time. Keep firing. Keep firing. Right now, we shall triumph.
Building at large.
That was successful defense.
Shotgun ready for action.
Ready. Command. Command.
Stealth fields fully active. The fire blast serves with pride. Can kill what you can see. Eliminate target. Take it away. Fire gun. The fire blast serves with pride. Whatever the greater good demands.
And we won. Because all we had to do is collect the power. And for 5 wins, I got that final piece of war gear I needed, which is that stealth field. Now, my commander can jump like the stealth troops, he's hidey like the stealth troops, and he can detect the enemy when they're hidey. That's what makes him the best commander at that position. You'll see that the Eldar are protecting that one. They're not protecting their home. They're protecting that. They want to protect that? Fine. I'll take that. The enemy's going to have 2 bases.
Although the local workers never realized it, the mines of Cronus's Hyperion Peaks featured powerful ore refining machines left there by the tech priests of Mars. These ancient ore processing and field manufacturing plants took on a more martial aspect during the Dark Crusade. Indeed, these same devices could, with relative ease, be made to produce military structures, or the processed materials needed to assemble them in the field. Those in control of this facility thus gained the ability to rapidly build forward bases as they pushed across Cronus. The peaks were a difficult battlefield, however. Isolated from standard supply lines, those trying to take the mines were forced to send in a single armored column, ordered to wipe out all enemy structures. Without reinforcements, the tank commanders were on their own.
My mission is destroy enemy buildings. Now in this case, I am going to make everybody into a couple of teams.
XP-22 battlesuit ready. None can stand before the greater good. None can stand before the greater good.
Where do you need firepower?
Yes. The Shapers sent us to serve.
These are crew.
Get us to the fight. The Shapers sent us to serve. Yes.
I am limited on power. Anything that costs me power
Sent us to serve.
to build, I cannot. I need power to repair things.
XP-22 battlesuit ready.
Got it.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Moving out.
I will lead us to victory.
We serve the greater good.
Okay, I'm gonna make these into two different
Ready to
groups.
serve. We serve the greater good. We serve the greater good.
I'm gonna make these mobile artillery units two separate groups. It's gonna be harder for me to keep track of them.
We will be your eyes and ears.
See, this costs me power, but I have to use that power.
Awaiting orders. Drop cranes inbound.
Just tell us what you want to know. I will lead us to victory. We will be your eyes and ears. We are the first in the field. Prosper as Tau shall.
I'm gonna send the Vespids
The
with these
Shapers
guys.
sent us to serve. Yes. They won't last long.
Awaiting orders. Construction matrix engaged.
The Shapers sent us to serve.
We serve the great God. Setting stabilizers. Serve the great ready to fire. Yes, sir.
Acquiring targets. Lead us to victory. Missiles ready to fire them away.
Broadsides needed for you.
My goal is to destroy their base with the least possible losses.
The Vanguard is ready. XV-25 ready for action.
Any repairs I have to do come out of my budget.
Ready to build. Construction matrix engaged.
Awaiting orders. Mobile artillery ready to serve. Broadsides redeploying.
Acquiring targets. The Sept banner is up.
Don't touch your teeth!
Ready to build. Planes inbound.
Mobile artillery ready to serve. Broadsides redeploying. Setting stabilizers. Ready to fire.
Men. Drop cranes inbound.
Recruit ready. My blade is sharp. Get us to the fight.
Okay, see, I set one of these groups to
Get us to the
cannibalize.
fight.
I can send a second one to cannibalize.
They make us strong.
And their strength goes up
Yes,
while they eat the bodies.
they make us strong.
Service required.
The Vanguard is ready.
Now I can claim all these points and get extra resources. But if I put guns on them, that costs power. And I need power to repair vehicles when they get damaged.
That's done. Recruit ready.
Ready to build.
Get us to the fight.
And you see, they're at plus 81 from eating what they killed.
Get us to the fight. Ah, I knew this trip would be worth it.
And that's what's fun about the crew, is they will defeat their enemy.
Service required. Construction matrix engaged.
Sometimes it takes more than just a little bit for them to defeat their enemy.
What do you want?
I lost an entire carnivore squad in that scrum.
What do you want? Yes. What do you want? Crew ready. Yes.
I might have lost an entire carnivore squad. Nope, they just switched places. Now you see how strong they're getting.
What do you want? I strengthen my king. Fruit ready.
XP-22 battle
Get us
suit.
to the
We're
fight.
getting cut to
I
pieces.
strengthen my king. Fruit ready.
Oh my lord. This is a trick that the computer uses.
Ready to build. Drop cranes inbound.
It's a trick the computer uses that pisses me off.
You'll destroy them.
Look at what I have left for
Whatever the greater good demands.
troops on this side.
It is a pleasure to serve. Point us at the target. XP-25 ready for action. Targeting. Fire!
Mobile artillery ready to serve. Broadsides redeploying. Setting stabilizers. Ready to fire.
The Shapers sent us to serve.
See, what's happening is the computer knows that humans can't pay attention to all the input. And whether right or wrong,
What do you want?
you're fighting over here, you're directing the battle over here, it attacks you over here.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Whatever the greater good demands. Awaiting orders. Setting stabilizers. Ready to fire. Whatever the greater good demands. Of course. XP-25 ready for action.
Get us to the fight.
And they just killed my stealth team.
Whatever the greater good demands. Jetpacks fire! My pleasure. Waiting on firepower.
And what are they doing over here? They've got my,
We serve the greater good.
What do you want?
We are not strong enough.
My blade is sharp. We are about.
and I've lost my builder unit. Because of paying attention. And these guys just running off into doing whatever they feel like.
Good meat.
So I'm losing units left and right. I might not win this battle. I have 59 buildings left to kill.
Whatever the greater good demands.
And no sure system of killing them.
Affirmative. Jetpacks fire! We shall prepare an ambush from there. Affirmative. Identify our targets, and we will destroy them.
My builder unit is dead. I only get one. I can't build units or structures that allow me to build anything. And
The Shapers sent us to serve.
my combat units are doing whatever the hell they feel like.
I swear we'll get it done. Good meat. We'll get them.
I might have to redo this mission next week. I am going to be reloading our last game because I clearly made a mistake, but more importantly, we've been doing this for 3 hours. So I'm going to thank everybody for coming out for the up to 3 hours you spent with me today. I am Rob. I hope that you've had a good time. I certainly enjoyed bringing it to check in on friends and family. Make sure everybody's doing okay. Have a great night, everybody.